All right, we're still thinking about different kinds of potential revenue recognition issues. In this one, we're dealing with licenses, and we'll use software licenses as an example. All right, we have to ask a fundamental question when we're thinking about software licenses, right? Is the license, right? We have to look at the contract. Look at the contract. Does the license give us the right to use the software? Or does it give us the right to access the software? Okay. So if it's the right to use the software, then when I buy that license and I have the right to use the software, I can probably recognize revenue all at once because they have delivered the software license to me. There's no expiration on it. I just have the right to use the software. So if I buy Microsoft Office 2020 or whatever the latest one, 2018, I don't know, I have no idea what the latest one. But if I buy that, then I can still use that Microsoft Office product beyond 1 year. I can use it forever if I want, right? It may not be compatible later on with other things, but I can continue to use that. If it is a right to access the software, then we'd have to take a look at, well, how long do I have the right to access, right? So the performance obligation may be you have the right to access this for a limited amount of time, for 2 years, for 3 years. You have the right to access the software for 10 years. If I have a right to access the software, then the performance obligation is making it available during that period of time, and the revenue, the payment that I make for accessing the software, that has to be recognized over the length of time for the access, right? So depending on if it is a right to use or right of access might change the revenue recognition. Whereas right to use, when it's delivered, recognize all revenue. Where I have right to access, and it's for a period of time, then I have to recognize revenue over that time frame. So paying close attention to what's in the contract, is this a right to use or right to access, will change the way that revenue is ultimately recognized.